Hi beautiful, welcome to my channel. In today's video we have a Sephora haul, and this one is full of brand new at Sephora products. One of you who works at Sephora, thank you so much by the way, sent me the Sephora Friends and Family coupon code and I did a little bit of damage. There were a few products that I've been wanting to get my hands on. I was kind of waiting for the Sephora sale, which is at the beginning of next month, but since I got that 20% one-time use friends and family coupon, I went ahead and made this purchase ahead of the sale because I definitely wanted to have an opinion on these items before the sale as well. And so in today's video I'm going to give you exactly that. I'm going to tell you what I think of all of these products. You probably saw some of these exciting items either on the thumbnail or the title of this video, so if you're as excited as I am for this try on haul, don't forget to please give this video a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, my name is Patty, please don't leave without subscribing. Now let's go ahead and get started. I have to begin this video by unboxing everything I got from Sephora. It's not a huge haul, but I've had my eye on these items for a while. I've been wanting to get them, to add them to my collection, to try them. These are all new at Sephora products as well. So I've been meaning to review them, and this is just the perfect video to try them all. First things first, there is a Huda Beauty Glowish product. This is the Glowish Blur Jam. Here's what the packaging looks like, and at first I totally oversaw this one because I thought it was a moisturizer and I wasn't interested, but then I realized that it is a makeup primer of some sort. It is a silicone-free pore blurring primer. Usually most pore blurring primers have silicone in them. So the special thing about this one is that it is silicone free. I would like to tell you it doesn't smell like anything, but it does smell like something. However, I don't think it has any added fragrance. It probably smells like what the ingredients smell like, which is not necessarily unpleasant, but a bit chemically, I would say. Also, if you don't want to dip your finger in there, it does come with this little spatula that you can use to get the product out. The next product I have been dying to try is from Westman Atelier, and it is their Vital Skincare Complexion Drops. This is like the Westman Atelier skin tint. I have been dying to try this. The consistency of the product makes it look like it's going to be very, very natural looking. However, I am hoping that it covers my redness. I'm not gonna call this a rosacea flare out right now because it could be worse, but I'm definitely having a tough time over here. Majority of the time my face looks more like this side right here, a little bit pinky but not red. So today I feel like it's a good day to try out this tint because we'll see whether or not this gets covered. Anyways, here is what the packaging looks like. It looks very, very small, but I'm pretty sure it has to be an ounce. Yes, it is 1 fluid ounce, so it's just like minimal packaging. I would say it looks like you can kind of squeeze this to make it come out faster, and I got it in shade number 3. This next product I mentioned in a Will I Buy It video, and I told you guys I needed it, and here it is. The new Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb Ice. The packaging of this one is so cool, and I simply cannot wait to try it. I'm going to smell it right now. I'm hoping it smells minty. Oh, it smells so minty. It smells like gum. Oh my god, that is so delicious. I cannot wait. I'm hoping that this is as plumping as the Fenty Heat lip gloss because I love that one and it makes my lips look amazing. I totally forgot I got this, and I'm so excited that I didn't do anything to my face besides my eyebrows before I started this video because I was thinking whether or not I should put some color corrector underneath my eyes or anything before I started recording, not realizing I had bought the Milk Makeup Concealer. So this one is called the Future Fluid. I got it in the shade 6C, which I'm hoping will match. I don't remember being very sure of the color I was going to get online. Oh, the packaging is so cute. Actually a little bit thicker than I expected. I expected it to be a bit like shorter and thinner, just like smaller in general. So this is great. Like I said, I got it in the shade 6C, and I feel like that will match. Why am I smelling everything today? This also doesn't smell like it has any added scents to it. I feel like the star of this video is going to be this next product I'm going to mention, and that is the new Patrick Ta Chic palette. This is the Major Headlines Blush Palette Volume 2, and it actually has 2 blushes and a highlighter. I'm very excited about this one because last year's Patrick Ta Chic palette was really nice, but it was very bright. I have used it actually more than I even thought I would, because at first I was like, this is too bright, I like it, but I wasn't sure how much use I would get out of it, and I have actually used it quite a few times, so that's great. But this is probably even better for me because I'm super basic when it comes to my blushes, and these blushes look a lot more what I would actually reach for all of the time. I'm going to go ahead and acknowledge that this is probably one of the first times I've ever gotten a Patrick Ta product and it hasn't come broken in the box, so let's take a moment to recognize that. Sephora is not the most careful when packaging products, and these little acrylic dividers are the flimsiest thing ever, so I feel like every time I've ordered one of these compacts from Patrick Ta, like half the time something comes broken. So just let's take a look at this immaculate unbroken beauty right here. As you can see, it has 2 blushes and a highlighter. I love that the blushes are distinctly different. There is a pink and a peach, and then there is the highlighter colors. And like I said, in comparison to last year, these are like much lighter, much more wearable types of colors when it comes to me and my complexion, at least. So super excited about this one. This is called Given Flirty, this is called Given Sunkissed, and this one is called Given Glossy. I also think this is the first time he does the more matted metallic packaging. Last year's blush palette is definitely the very shiny fingerprinty one up here with the broken plastic. And then last but certainly not least, I couldn't leave the Sephora website without buying an eyeshadow palette. I've had my eye on this one. I told you guys I wanted to try it. We'll see how this goes. I bought the Secret Santa mini palette from Too Faced. I just could not help myself because Santa is wearing a pink outfit and I just love him so much. I totally bought this palette because of the packaging. That is 100% what happened here. Let's see, the names of the shades are cute. We have the most basic shades in history. Don't mind that. This is called Oh Christmas Treats, No Peeking, Jingle Mingle, Stocking Hung, Coming to Town, Oh Dear, Elf Tot, and Better Not Pout. I just really love this packaging. You can also say to and from back here, like if this was a little Christmas letter, and if you gift it to someone, it's like a Christmas letter or a Christmas card. Back here you can add to and from. I think it's a very cute idea. Like I said, the packaging was 100% what sold me on this one, because if you really look at the color story, it's kind of like on the basic side. Hopefully it performs well though, and as far as like holiday releases are concerned, this is the first one I buy that has a little bit of holiday sheer to it. Now let's go ahead and start trying all of this. I'm going to start with the Huda Beauty primer. I'm just going to add it right here to the center of my face with my little spatula. And oh, maybe don't use that much because I think this is enough for my whole face. So I'm going to rub it in all the way. I was wearing moisturizer already before I started. All of these products that I just told you about that I'll be trying throughout this video, and absolutely everything else that I have on my face, will be listed and linked down in the description box below. So if you want to purchase anything, please check the description box for the list and the links. And I'm just rubbing this primer in. Wow, I'm actually honestly very impressed. It doesn't feel like much. It feels like I just added an extra layer of moisturizer or something. It felt very cooling when I first put it on my face, but most importantly, I do definitely see that my pores look much diminished, which is amazing. It has a very interesting like gel-like texture, and it's weird because I just added a bit more to like make sure, and it feels very cold when you first put it on, and then it kind of like blends into the temperature of your face. It doesn't feel tacky or anything. This is very interesting. I'll have to like test it further, see if it makes my makeup last longer, see if it makes my makeup go on better. But as far as it blurring goes, it definitely blurs. Let me lower the light so you can see. I feel like my pores look diminished. And I mean, that's what it's all about, right? Let's go on with the product that I'm personally most excited about in this video, which is the Westman Atelier Skin Tint. I have been dying to try this. How do I go about it? I don't know if I should like, I guess I'm adding some to my cheek. And then this is my BK Beauty 101 brush. By the way, BK Beauty, they just had a brush restock. I'm going to leave you the link below. The BK Beauty brushes are amazing, and I think they're having a 20% off sale. So hopefully that's still going on when I post this video. They had a restock of some brushes that they like didn't have for a while, and they are 20% off. If you don't have the BK Beauty 101 brush yet, I could not recommend it enough. This is my favorite foundation brush ever. I love it. By the way, this Westman Atelier thing, also no scent added, and it kind of smells like butter. Not in a good way. I don't mind the smell, and once you finish blending it, it doesn't seem like you can smell it anymore, but first impressions, a little bit like butter. I should have started with this side to see how it covered the redness, but here is the side that didn't have that much redness covered. I will say it blended extremely fast. And let's go on this side with it. I love this shade, and I also love how shiny it is. So I'm pressing it in with my brush. I'm just kind of pressing it with my brush all over the face. And we can definitely see that there is still a bit more redness on this side compared to this one. But I'm not too mad at it because I feel like I can cover that with a bit of concealer. And I just really love how like natural and glowy everything looks right now. If you have oily or combination skin, I would probably stay away from this one. I don't feel like you'll like it if you get shiny throughout the day, because I do look like a shine ball and I have dry skin. I'm obviously going to powder it and all of that, but still I feel like it just feels a little bit too oily for people who don't like to feel oily to like it. I want to see if it builds up, so I'm just going to add a couple of drops just on my red cheek right here. That's better. I feel like it did cover it a bit more, but I don't think it's going to build up much more than it just did. And as you can see, even though it's super shiny and it did cover a lot of the redness, all of my freckles are coming through still, which to me, it's an indication that it's going to look pretty natural. Here's what the skin tint looks like with the light down. Extremely reflective, okay? I know, but hear me out. I like it. I, can tame down the shine with powder in a few steps. And I just love how natural this looks. Like even my super red cheek right here, I don't mind it. It looks so nice. I love how like it just evened everything, but it really doesn't look like I'm wearing. That's what it is. It doesn't look like I'm wearing a foundation type product. It just looks like my skin is perfect and I just put oil on it. Anyways, let's move on to the next product, which is this Milk Concealer. It says it's a medium coverage concealer, which is a good thing because I'm combining it with a skin tint. So I'm glad it's not full coverage. And also I want to kind of see how much coverage it actually has. Usually I apply my concealers with a bit of a color corrector. I'm not going to do that today. I'm going to skip the color corrector and just go straight for this one. And hopefully this color 6C works for me. I'm just doing a few dots, and I'm going to use this REPHR brush that is finally coming soon. I know you guys have seen it in a lot of my videos because I keep using it. Anyways, it's finally coming soon. I'll surely let you know when that happens, but I'm going to use it to blend the concealer. As you can see, it blends concealer beautifully with whatever's left on it. I'm going to even out my eyelid up here. And this color concealer with this color tint look like a match made in heaven. loving this so far. I added 2 teeny tiny drops of concealer here so that it maybe covers that redness just a bit more. And I'm just blending it with the BK Beauty 101 brush since I'm trying to blend it over the foundation. Moment of truth, let's tame this shine. I have my airbrush powder from Charlotte, which I have been loving lately, and my Wayne Goss number 3 brush, and I'm just going to tap it right underneath my eyes to set this concealer with. Take a look at that. That looks fantastic. This powder is pretty brightening, so I think I'm just going to use it for the under eye area, and I'm going to tame the rest of the shine with something else. Well, maybe a little bit right here in the center of the forehead too. For the rest of my face, I'm going to use my Jaclyn and Robin powder, which I love. And with the same brush, I'm just going to lightly run it everywhere I don't want to be shiny anymore. I'm just very lightly buffing the powder down here. And after I've powdered my face, this is what things are looking like. So we still look nice and glowy. We can still see the freckles, but nothing looks overly shiny like it did before. And I think everything overall looks pretty smooth. I went ahead and bronzed up because I am dying to try this Chic palette from Patrick Ta. So I'm going to start with the pink shade right here, and I'm going to use the powder first. This is my REPHR number 5 brush, which is my favorite brush for blush, and I'm going to just tap it right here. Very pigmented, more than I expected, to be honest. I thought it was going to be a bit more basic, but this is good because this means that it's going to work on a lot of different skin tones. And I did use maybe a little bit much, but I can totally blend it down. This pink blush looks beautiful right here. With the other side of my brush, I'm going to go into this peachy shade, and I'm going to do this side with it. I wanted to do the peachy shade on this side because this was my red cheek, or my redder cheek I should say. Anyways, right over here, nice and peachy. This is what we're looking like. Totally loving the way that looks. I think I like the peachy side better than the pinky side, but they're both really beautiful. So now with the sponge, I'm going to grab a bit of this color and dab it over the powder here to get that really nice skin-like finish. Other side of the sponge, and I'm going with the pink right over here. I would say both sides look really, really beautiful, which is exactly what I was expecting. So let's go for the highlighter. I don't think I've ever tried a Patrick Ta highlighter before, so I definitely want to swatch it before I do. This looks like a clear gel actually. Check it out right here. So this is a highlighting powder and then a clear gel. I'm going to apply it the same way he recommends you to apply the blushes, which is powder first, then gel. So wish me luck. This is my Wayne Goss number 3 brush, and I'm just going to tap that highlighter right here on the highest point of my cheekbone. Same thing over here. This looks really beautiful. And then with my sponge, once again, I'm going to grab some of this like clear gel and go for it right here. The gel definitely makes the highlighter look more natural, but it also makes it not as shiny as it is when you first apply it with the brush. So I'm wondering if it's supposed to be the other way around, gel first, highlighter second, so that the powder sticks to something. But I actually think I do like it better this way because it looks more natural than the other way around. Plus, I had the blush on first with the cream blush on top, so it already was going on top of a gel-like formula when I first put the powder on. Okay, I'm totally loving this cheek palette from Patrick Ta. My cheeks are looking really, really nice and glossy right now. Nice and peachy over here, pinky on this side. I feel like it brought back a lot of that shine that I had hid away when I powdered my face earlier. But I'm not mad. Things are looking good. So let's go on with our Too Faced holiday palettes. Here are the swatches of it. Every shade is swatching extremely buttery. And then here goes the second row Honestly, I was not even expecting this much pigment from... Oh, look at that black. I was not even expecting this much pigment from this palette. I am astonished at how creamy and pigmented every single shade swatched. Like I said, pretty basic color story. I really mainly bought the palette because of the packaging, but quality wise, I know I haven't tried it on my eyeballs yet, but it looks like it's going to be a treat. I'm going to start my look today with this lighter shade over here to use as my transition. So this is a REPHR number 16? No, REPHR number 27, and I'm just going to swipe that transition-y type shade back and forth on the crease of my eye here. So far so good, things are blending nicely. To darken things up a bit, I'm going into this dark matte brown with a REPHR number 1 brush, and I'm going to tap it on the outer third of my eyelid here and blend it up into the crease. Just back and forth back here and blending it forward once I barely have anything left on my brush. With my finger, I'm grabbing this red shade right here, and I'm just going to tap it right in the center, pushing it back towards the outer corner. I really didn't want to grab this red shade, but I'm trying to do it for the holiday spirit of it all. It feels very, very creamy, I will say that. And then I'm going to grab this light champagne with my REPHR number 28 brush, and I'm going to add it to the inner third of my eyelid, blending it into the red shade. Same thing over here. For the under eye with a REPHR number 26, I'm going to smoke out my lower lash line here, all the way to the tear duct area. And back with my transition shade, I'm going to smoke it all out down here. I added some mascara to my eyes, and the only thing I have left to try is this ice gloss from Fenty. So I'm going to do a little bit of a lip liner. This one is Worthy from Rare Beauty. I just wanted something that was pretty much the exact color of my lips. And then let me just go on with my ice gloss. This smells so fantastic. I love it. And I think I put some on my nose. Yes, I did. Okay. Delicious so far. I apologize. I lied to you. This is not meant to be plumping. It just has a very cooling effect, and I can confirm that. My lips feel like ice right now. I definitely do like the way this one feels over the Heat Gloss from Fenty, but that one does give me that plumping sensation, and I do feel like it does something to my lips. However, as far as the way it feels, this ice one feels a lot better. Just very fresh, very minty, not sticky at all, which is exactly what I'm here for. And this right here is my final look with all of these new products at Sephora that I tried today. I think my favorite thing... Ooh, what was my favorite thing? I think that I like a few things. I honestly pretty much liked everything. The palette wasn't like my favorite. It's good, it's got good quality, but the color story really doesn't interest me that much. What I liked about this one was definitely the packaging. So if you, like me, can't resist Pink Santa, then definitely get it. But don't do it for the color story, you know? The cheek palette from Patrick Ta, delicious. I do feel like maybe I don't love this gel in the highlighter as much as I thought I would, because it makes my cheeks look a little bit too glossy. I don't know, it maybe just takes a bit of getting used to. The two blushes I absolutely loved. The highlighter I'm a bit unsure about still, but I don't know, because at the same time my cheeks do kind of look like glass, and isn't that the point of it all? Make your own decisions in regards to this palette. I'm not fully sold on it. If you, like me, love Patrick Ta blushes and you want to add a couple of blushes to your collection, by all means. But the one thing that I'm not 100% sold on is the highlighter. So I recommend it like 80%. I'm dying to continue using this Westman Atelier tint. I loved it. It made me look very shiny, but you can tame it down with a bit of powder overall. Like if you look at my forehead, which was not touched by blush or anything, it looks amazing. around my mouth it looks amazing. So this tint is a big yes for me. If you have oily or combination skin, I would stay away. You probably won't like it, but if you have normal or dry skin like me and you like to look like a glazed donut, then definitely go for this one, because like I said, it just looks like you've perfected your skin and then put oil on it when you apply it. I really do love the coverage this tint has and the super like invisible texture of it. So big yes for me. I think this was probably my most favorite thing out of everything I tried. The Milk Concealer I really liked, but I have to like do further trials on it because it did kind of crease a little bit underneath my eyes, and I can't tell you if it was the concealer or the powder. And let me explain why. The airbrush powder from Charlotte Tilbury that I put on top, I have been really loving, but I have been using it on top of the Charlotte Tilbury concealer, and I like them together. However, I do think that when I've used that powder on top of other concealers, I haven't liked it as much. And so today I put that powder on top of this concealer, and I'm not sure if that combination was what made things crease, because I do like that this feels extremely hydrating. I do love that it is extremely lightweight. And it has a beautiful medium coverage. I would say medium buildable, like my under eyes look great. And I didn't use any color corrector or anything. So the concealer is like, and I'm pretty sure I really like it, but it did crease a little bit on me. So I need further testing. Something that did surprise me and I did really love was this Blur Jam from Huda Beauty. It's a bit of a weird one, but I do like that it made my pores shrink and it felt really nice and cooling on the face, which was definitely the point of it. And as you could see, it didn't dry me out or anything like that. It just kind of left my skin texture similar to the way it was. I don't think it made me oilier or drier. It just kind of stayed in the middle, but my pores looked a lot better. I feel like I could use this even without any like foundation or anything on top, if you just want to like do maybe a little bit of eyebrows and some mascara and have something to like make your pores look a little smoother on the face. I would wear this on its own, honestly. I really like that. Now last but not least, the Ice Gloss Bomb, which I feel like I made such a fuss about, and I mean it's good. It feels really nice and cooling, but it honestly wasn't that big of a deal. So yes, I liked it. It met all of my minty cold dreams, but it's not that big of a deal. So those are my overall thoughts on everything I tried today. Please let me know what your favorite product was down in the comment section. And if you liked today's video, don't forget to please give it a thumbs up before you leave. If you're not subscribed to my channel yet, please don't leave without subscribing. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you back in the next video. Bye.